Hey guys, I'm T and this is from Prison to Reform. I hope you all have had a great week so far. Happy Thursday. I'm back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. You know, some people are really scared. A lot of retail workers are scared of what's going to happen, especially with all the threats going on. I heard that Walmart was going to switch to online buy only because of all the threats of people just going in and stealing. And that's going to be really crappy for some of us who don't like to shop online. So I don't know what states that's going to happen in or anything like that. It was just something someone had said. So prepare for that, I guess, because we don't know what's going to happen. I want to know your guys' opinion. Do you think there's going to be a lot of riots? Do you think there's going to be a lot of people storming these stores to feed their families? I mean, I feel bad. I really do. You know, I think our government should watch out for their own people. And to have 42 million people going without food, especially for the holidays, it really hurts my heart. It really does. And I hope that we could all come together, build a community, at least where you're at, and just help the next person. I always love to pay it forward. I found that, you know, it comes back to you. So if any of you could find it in your hearts to possibly pay it forward, that would be amazing, because these are going to be some really dark times for a lot of people, and hopefully we could come together and figure something out until all of this stops. So let me know what you think down below, and before I start the video, please like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications that way you don't miss any more uploads from me. And remember, my memberships are open. It's just to support me more if that's what you like to do. It helps me out a lot as well. And hopefully I hit 1,000 pretty soon. I'm getting really close. So I appreciate everyone who has been watching me and supporting me. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I really do appreciate it. So let's get into the video.
26 days till I'm put out of my 2-bedroom apartment in a 10-story building that I've been at for 10 years. I've been living there peacefully, not bothering nobody. I don't bother the neighbors. I bother nobody. I stay home and that's it. That's all I do. And y'all went out y'all way to get me evicted. I get it. I tried to throw it in your face that I'm only paying $50. But still think about it. Would you want to be punished for a mistake, for one mistake? Or would you want people to show you some type of grace? Because nobody's shown me any grace. Y'all happy that I'm gonna be sleeping in a box. Not really a box. I have a car. I would sleep in my car, obviously. But y'all wishing that on me. Y'all wishing that I do sleep in a box. It's like, y'all praying on my downfall. Showing me what type of people y'all are. To prey on a woman's downfall who's just trying to live like everybody else. Ain't we all struggling? Ain't we all struggling? Just because I've paid $50 for the past 10 years don't mean I'm not struggling. I'm still struggling. If I'm paying $50, that means I'm low income. That means I don't have the income. Did y'all ever wonder, oh, maybe there's a reason why she don't have a job? No, y'all didn't care to ask that. If y'all wanted to know why I don't have a job, I would have told you. I would have been real with y'all, but nobody even asked that. So I guess I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not just gonna come out and tell y'all my business. If you ask for it, I'll tell you. But if you're not gonna ask me, I'm not gonna tell you anything because it's not your business. So mind the business that pays you. Taxpayers.
If you think that you would not be affected by food stamps and SNAP benefits being shut off, you are very silly and misinformed, because we all will be affected by food stamps / SNAP benefits being cut off. People are going to feed their children and their families. Any means necessary. They will make sure that they are going to eat. I am from Philly, and we already have high crime rate in the city. The crime rate is going to double, if not triple, while SNAP benefits / food stamps are cut off. You think people are not going to feed their children? They're going to feed their children. They're going to feed their families. They're going to eat. People are going to be committing all types of crimes in order to feed their families and to get by. So we all will feel it. We all will be affected. We all will be having to look left and right and making sure, so I know any way that I can help, I am going to help. And I think that we all should do our due diligence and to help where and if we can. But the crime rate is going to be insane because people are going to eat. People are going to do what they have to do to survive. And when people are in survival mode, nothing good comes from that.
I'm reporting live from the United States of Embarrassment. And right now, what we're seeing, or what I'm seeing, is a lot of Caucasian MAGA Republican voters who voted for the Dollar Tree dictator, who voted for the Cheeto-flavored penis potato, who voted for the Mayo Mussolini, who voted for the Palpatine, you know what? Who voted for that man. And they are now, they feel something. They're feeling it because it's written. It's given in documents saying that food stamp SNAP benefits will not be dispersed in November if the government doesn't open, but the government is shut down because of the Republicans. So now they're saying, oh my goodness, no, I didn't vote for this. Yes, you did. You voted for it because the House, the Senate, and the white supremacy House are all Republican. You voted for this. Okay? And so the power lies in the majority. Okay, so before you sit here and cry and say, you know what, I didn't vote for this. Yes, the fuck you did. Okay, that's all I have to say. Y'all have a great Thursday.
There's no calming down. Okay, there's no calming down to be had. There's no calming me down. And the next person that suggests that I calm down, I'm probably going to hit with a car. Okay, listen, I work with poor people. Okay. I work with some of the poorest people in Kentucky. I have children that live in homes that don't have windows. They don't have plumbing. They don't have electricity. They don't have any way to... I work with very poor people. Okay. I'm so upset. I'm shaking. I'm so upset that I am shaking. So what I see local Christians posting is a scripture from Thessalonians. And it says something like, if a man doesn't work, then he shouldn't eat. Fuck you and your fake Christianity and your pathetic attempts to make the poor people the bad guy. When we have an egotistical, narcissistic, sociopathic, orange motherfucker in the White House who, instead of trying to take care of the poor people in his country that he was elected to represent, is destroying the White House to build a $200 million ballroom, or who is giving another country $40 billion, or who is saying, oh, hey, we have farmers here that are literally killing themselves because they don't have any money whatsoever. But I think that we should start getting beef from Argentina. Listen to me. You are a fake Christian. I don't give two shits if that hurts your feelings. You are a fake Christian. My Jesus and your Jesus are not the same person. And my God and your God are definitely not the same person because mine isn't orange. And he's not a rapist. And he's not a pedophile. But if that's who you want to look up to, you feel free to do that. But I am not going to allow you to say that you are a good Christian person because you are not. You are not. Using the idea that a few people on food stamps might not work, even though there are already like many things, hurdles and hoops that these people have to jump through just to get food stamps, just to get them in the first place. You using the example of that to just say, oh, these people are my enemy, like let them starve. Who are you? Buddy, listen to me. You are so much closer to being on the street and starving yourself than you will ever be to being a billionaire like Donald Trump. He does not give a shit about you. None of the Republicans give a shit about you. And you are willing to starve the children and people in your community because you agree with them. I can't stand y'all. I cannot stand y'all. I am so sick of everybody. I'm so sick of it. If I have children starving at the beginning of next month, I mean, how are they not going to be? How are they not going to be starving? Where are they going to get food? I'll tell you where, and this is probably the honest truth. Other poor people. Other poor people are going to open up their homes and kitchens for these people that are struggling. That's because they are Christian. But you people, no.
All right, let's talk about these food stamps, EBT. And let's talk about how the white people are glad that EBT, that the people won't be getting their food stamps for November. They want the food stamps cut out completely. But here's the thing, MAGA and others. Oh, you know your grandma will get food stamps. You know your grandma will get food stamps. You know your sister with all them kids get food stamps. You know your mama get food stamps. So y'all gonna help y'all mama and them? Because they get food stamps. I know who you think get food stamps. You think it's just black and brown people, but it's not. Yeah, one guy said, oh, let's see all the welfare queens. No such thing. So when you say let's see all the welfare queens, would you be referring to the white people? Would you be referring to that? Because you know more white people than any other race of people get food stamps. Are you aware of that? Well, let me enlighten you. They do. I used to work at the food stamp office. They do. Okay, they do.
No, for real. Who are y'all to dictate if somebody go get a crab leg with their food stamps due to capitalism? Who is y'all? Quote unquote, your taxpayer money, but you don't say nothing when all your tax money is going to taking care of another country. Ballrooms, heavy artillery, supporting other countries becoming great again. You don't say nothing about your tax money going that way. But welfare is where you cut the line. Like, who are you? Why are you so concerned that they're buying crab legs or a bag of chips with their food stamps? Are you mad? Because you can't get no crab legs or no soda, and you work and still can't get no crab legs, soda. What else they be saying? What's some other stuff they be saying? Crab legs, soda, chips. Are you mad? Because you working hard and still can't get that. These people don't went as far as talking about nails, lashes. Like, food stamp them became a Black American's Express card. It does a lot. I didn't even know that. And then, like, I'm so happy. Because now we up one. We up one. We good. What? And your money is still not going to go all the way to taking care of you. You'll rather see people starving.
For those of you laughing because I'm on welfare, I just want to show you something real quick. This is my upcoming pending deposit for SNAP EBT for November. If you are laughing at me right now because you think that I'm going to suffer come November, you better think again. know how to work the system into my favor. I know how to get what I want. I have multiple sources of income, and that's where a lot of you go wrong. You rely on one source of income. But if you had multiple, if something like this were to happen where EBT gets shut down, you still have your other sources of income. But regardless, I'm still gonna get my EBT money for November. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm gonna get mine, and that's that. Love you.
Y'all, are they really finna cut these people's assistance off and the holidays are coming? I keep hearing this. I keep hearing it from people at work. I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see little videos about them talking about taking food stamps away from people come November. Do you know how dangerous, first of all, that is? Close to the holidays, we already out here struggling. I spend $200 a week on groceries alone. So I can't even imagine people with multiple kids. That's just me. Okay? You getting ready to take their food stamps away, how they feed their kids? Honey, I'll be in the house. I'm already in the house. I would definitely be in the house because it's going to be some problems. It's going to be some problems. I don't know what's going on, but y'all need to rethink that. Because people will do anything. Parents will do anything to make sure their kids eat. Okay? Please rethink that. If I'm spending $200 in cash a week on groceries and it's just me. Imagine how much they're going to have to spend. And the rent is already high. Come on now, y'all.
Server, I work in a little bit of a lower income area. A lot of my customers are elderly and disabled and a lot of veterans, just older folks who are in fixed income. A lot of these people, I see them every month usually, like once a month, people who are very familiar to me that I've been serving for 2 years, you know. Waters, the cheapest lunch special on the menu. Can I please have my military discount? Thank you for your service, sir. Absolutely. You know, the ticket's not a lot. They tip me reasonably. And hey guys, see you next month. Thanks for coming in. And these are folks that are living on fixed income. Okay, they are getting benefits. They are receiving Social Security. They're receiving disability. A lot of them receive SNAP benefits. For them, those SNAP benefits might be the thing that allows them to once a month go out and have a $30 lunch and go on a date and whatever it may be. And losing those SNAP benefits, it will take that away from them. And a lot of people will say like, oh, well, if you're poor, you don't deserve to do that. And if you feel that way, you really need to examine the way that you view humans and the way that you view people and dignity and what people should be allowed to enjoy, right? Like if you really don't think poor people deserve to enjoy anything, then I don't really know what I could say to you. But what I do know and what I do fear is that those people will be able to feed themselves and maybe afford their bills for the next few months, but I won't see them. And other servers won't see them. Other small businesses won't see them. When people have to tighten their belt more and more, it's not just about them. It is also about the community in which they spend their money. People who receive food stamps are not getting a check in the mail. They have a card that is loaded money, and that money only is able to purchase certain items, specific blocks of cheese, certain types of milk, specific cereals that, you know, meet specific requirements. People are not being sent a check that they can then blow on anything else. What SNAP does is it allows people to budget money that is set for their groceries, and then they can pay their phone bill, or they can take their kid to the doctor, or God forbid, they go out and enjoy a meal with their spouse. God forbid that they have an ounce of peace or a moment of fun or any amount of real life that they get to experience. God forbid. I know a lot of my customers are people who will be impacted by this. That impact goes a lot further than just the people losing their benefits, the same way that not passing ACA subsidies, the thing that helps poor people be able to afford healthcare, will cause premiums for people who are not poor to go up. When you have to live on debt, when you can't afford to make your payments, like when you are thinking about how you're gonna make ends meet every single day, the idea of losing $80 to $100 of your SNAP benefits, that can be really, really life altering. And a lot of people in America are about to deal with that.
Donald Trump is the first president in U.S. history to cut off SNAP benefits to people in America. So as of the end of next week, SNAP benefits are going to be frozen. They go away. And that affects millions and millions of people in America and certainly in Massachusetts. We're currently evaluating what we can do. Obviously, it's a time to give as much as you can to our food pantries who do a wonderful job. I'll be meeting with my anti-hunger strike force that I stood up a while ago to talk more with them about what we can do to feed families here. But it's unbelievable. The first time in American history that a president, during a shutdown, has cut off food to families. That's what's happening right now. It's a choice that Donald Trump is making. He can choose to reverse that. I strongly urge him to do so. Don't take food away from people. Don't take food off the table of Americans.
Patients that I see are disabled and therefore they are receiving food stamps. I know it's not much, but I already bring protein bars and snacks for certain patients that I know have a hard time. So I guess my snack bag will just have to grow. I mean, it's something I can offer to have a snack bag, and maybe when I see them, ask them if they want to take something, it's a drop in the bucket. It's literally like a raindrop in a pool. I know.
The grocery stores are going to lose so much money if EBT is cut or placed on hold next month. They're going to lose so much money. And groceries are already, I just love Walmart. Groceries are so freaking expensive. I feel like they are slowly adding a couple cents to every item. And, just little by little so we don't notice it. I saw this MAGA supporter on TikTok saying, they're so excited that EBT is getting cut because now groceries are going to go down. And it's just how do you figure that? How do you figure that? When people get EBT, it's not the grocery store giving them groceries for free. The government is paying for it. And I'm completely okay as a taxpayer with, people having access to food stamps to buy food for themselves and their children. But one of two things are going to happen, if not both. People are going to steal. People are going to start stealing heavy from the grocery store. It's going to be food boosters now. Or people are just going to stop buying groceries. They're going to stop buying groceries. I'm sorry, but when people get food stamps, say you get $500 in food stamps. People who get that much, they're not saving, I don't have to buy food, so I'm going to save $500. They literally don't have it. After paying all their bills, they have no money left over. That's why they get food stamps. So groceries going down a little bit in price is not going to magically make money that they don't have to begin with appear. And even if so my receipt from Walmart says I bought 48 items. Let's say the prices dropped by 20 cents on everything on that list. That's still less than $10. That's still less than $10. That is not going to change the fact that these groceries are too damn high. I'm curious to see if the prices go up because less people are buying and they need to make up for it. I'm curious to see if hours get cut of grocery store employees because less people are going there to buy a bunch of stuff. I'm curious to see if suppliers lose money because grocery stores are the demand has gone down, so they don't need to order as much. I just feel like it's going to be a huge ripple effect. I'm a single woman and I just spent so much on groceries, so I can only imagine somebody who has children. This is not affordable at all.
Happening right now isn't giving Hunger Games energy. It is the Hunger Games, and we need to talk about it. Because what do you mean? The government is shut down, and you can't fund SNAP benefits for 42 million people who rely on them. 20 million of those are children. But you can continue with the demolition of the east entrance to build your vanity project golden ballroom, a party room for people who will never know what it is to be hungry. Oh, and let us not forget, he also sent $40 billion to Argentina just for funsies. But we're going to let children starve. Got it. And look, this isn't about scarcity or we can't afford it. This is a choice. Right now, children are going to bed with their stomachs hurting and parents are crying because they don't have food in their cupboards. And Trump is picking out chandeliers for his bullshit ballroom. Food banks across this country are running out. Shelves are empty. They have lines around the block. People are having to decide if their kid gets to eat today or tomorrow. And Trump is continuing with construction of a golden ballroom. It's not about infrastructure or some necessary renovation. It's not emergency relief. It's a party room. And fucking spare me with, it's not our tax dollars paying for the ballroom. Yes, it is. It's private donors who get major government contracts. Guess whose money is paying for those contracts? That's right, our tax dollars. So yes, babes, we're paying for it. And to be crystal clear, this isn't incompetence or poor planning or we can't afford both. This is a choice. They looked at hungry children and families and a gilded fucking ballroom and said, ballroom. Definitely the ballroom. And unlike the movie, you can't turn it off, or like the book, you can't close it. This is happening in real time. They are building the Capitol in our faces and they're not hiding it. And if you're not angry, you're not paying attention.
Let's talk about why Stephanie is crying in the parking lot of a church/food bank. So if you guys did not know, Stephanie and Drew were getting EBT, which they are no longer getting because of their income from TikTok. Now, what's crazy is the other day, Drew was on live and he admitted that him and Stephanie spend plenty of money on every 3 to 4 days. Like, I don't know how to say it without not saying it, but yeah. So let me get this straight. Y'all buy that, but can't buy clothes for your children. You can't buy food without the help from the state. But y'all are making $20,000 a month off of TikTok. And not even just TikTok. FB, IG, and YT. Getting on here crying about how you're no longer getting SNAP benefits when there's people who actually work and still need help and they don't get that assistance is wild as fuck.
Goes out to all the people getting their food stamps cut off. It's about damn time, bro. How the hell I've been working in this country since I was 14 and still can't afford to buy food or all the food that I want. Then you walk past a bitch in the grocery store with 3 buggies full of shit. 1 buggy full of chips, ice cream, and cookies. The other one full of water and juice and shit. All kind of drink, whatever drink they like. And the other one full of meat from the meat store. And still got food stamps left over. But I get up every damn day and work from sun up to sundown. And can't make ends meet. And be hungry going to work sometimes. It's about damn time.
Y'all know what I've been thinking about? I work in retail. I'm kind of scared. Bro, them cutting off people's stamps is putting us in danger. Because when retail workers do their job and don't let people steal, people are going to be fucking mad. And we're going to have to deal with that. I'm not about to get punched in the face because I won't let somebody take this stack of fucking ribs.
This lady has been waiting a very long time to say what she said. If you missed it, this is Food Stamp Lady, someone who's clearly not in Group 7. She came on Al Gore's internet to judge people who may not get their food assistance next month, to ask them what they did last month with their food assistance last month. This is not a one-off. This isn't one radical lady with some weird thoughts. This is what a significant portion of this population believes. And they have been itching to say something about it for years. To you. To the recipients of food assistance. These people, when they see someone swiping an EBT card, they immediately look at what they bought. Lucky Charms. Oh, skirt steak. Well, I'm here with hot dogs for my children. And in their mind, they're not only having to pay for their groceries, but their tax money is paying for yours as well. And even though that's not how it works, that's how they feel about it. And they've been waiting a long time. They did not vote for Donald Trump because they were enamored with his concepts of a healthcare plan. They voted for him because he's cruel. He's willing to do that, to put those people in a situation where they're begging. And these people have been waiting to wag the finger in their face at desperate people. Keep in mind, the people on assistance are not the deadbeat parent. They're the ones who are willingly taking the children, who continue to provide for them, have a job and a half or two. They're the ones that go to the parent-teacher conferences. They're the ones saving up right now for Christmas. And that food assistance is what keeps the lights on in their house. It keeps them from getting foreclosed on or evicted. It keeps them in the car that brings their children to school. These people, these Christians, these Trump voters, see none of that. They see your Lucky Charms and see it as excessive to them. And they've been waiting to say something for a long time. She may be the only example that we've seen so far. These people want you to know that they don't have pity for you because you've been buying Lucky Charms when you could have been buying oats in bulk. I keep hearing that Pluto in Aquarius is going to reveal things. We keep thinking of corruption. It's going to reveal government corruption. What if it's just revealing what's inside of your heart, all of us collectively? And this is the first glimpse of this particular revelation.